Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Ramani Kadil and I'm on a mission to explain 10 self-help books that have helped me in my life and are capable of helping you as well. So, which book are we going to explain today? Let's go with a book that hits the heart, the mind and daily life all at once. Very relatable, very human. The book is Think Like a Monk by Shetty. How many of you know Shetty? I am a big fan of him. Yeah. This book connects deeply with modern stress, relationships, career, confusion, overthinking, and inner peace. I'll make it highly engaging so that you don't get bored. So let's get started with 10 powerful life lessons from Think Like a Monk by Shetty. This book speaks to modern life, as I already said. So let me start with a question. When was the last time you felt truly calm? Not distracted calm, not tired calm, but genuinely peaceful. If you're struggling to remember, this book is for you because Think Like a Monk is not about escaping life, it's about living life without losing yourself. Shetty takes ancient wisdom and places it gently into our modern chaos, relationships, careers, comparisons, and constant noise. So, lesson number one is that clarity comes before success. Yeah, we chase success first. We chase money, titles, validation. But monks do the opposite. They seek clarity first. And let me tell you, I am on my way towards finding clarity first. So, how many people reach a goal, a job, a relationship, a milestone, and they still feel empty? You've seen, how many of you have seen Ritik Roshan say once that everybody told me that I will feel happiness once I reach success, but when I reached there, I felt empty. So, that was exactly what he was talking about. And this book teaches that when you don't know why you are doing something, no achievement feels enough. So, clarity is not a luxury, it's a foundation. So, first we need to build clarity on what we actually want from life, and then success. And if we like, and when we are successful at what we want, then we will find the real calm, the real peace. Okay, lesson number two is your mind is crowded because you never declutter it. Oh, yeah. Is there a way to declutter our minds? Really? Let's see. We clean our rooms, our phones, our wardrobes. But what about our thoughts? Ooh, for example, endless overthinking at night, replaying conversations, imagining worst case futures. Shetty explains that monks regularly remove mental clutter, limiting negativity, noise, and unnecessary opinions. A calm mind doesn't happen by accident, it is practiced. So, we need to practice. Yeah, and how to do that? It already said we need to limit negativity, we need to limit the noise, sit with ourselves, and stop thinking about unnecessary options. Even if we think, we just let them flow. And all the thoughts that come to our mind that particular day, we deal with them that night or that particular day, and we don't take it to the other day. Lesson number three is detachment is not indifference. Okay, there is a difference between being detached and being indifferent. This lesson is misunderstood. Okay, uh, we say that we need to practice detachment, but detachment does not mean that we stop caring. It means we stop clinging. For example, if we love someone deeply, but when they change, our happiness shouldn't collapse as soon as they change. If we love someone deeply, that love should that love like arise from inside of us, and that should stay with us. The fact that they left us should not change the love we have in our hearts. So detachment teaches us to love fully without losing our balance. We care, but we don't collapse. Okay. Lesson number 4 is your ego is the loudest voice in your suffering. Okay. The ego constantly asks, am I better? Am I enough? Am I winning? Comparing our life to others on social media and suddenly feeling behind, that is the biggest example of today's modern life. And suddenly we feel behind, even if we're fine 5 minutes ago. Like, we start comparing our life to others, like they post their pictures from their vacation, from their world tour, or from their Asia tour, or some kind of extravagant activities they did, some kind of luxury car they bought. And um, despite the fact that we were happy and carefree just 5 minutes ago, our mood suddenly goes into the mode of comparison. So, this book teaches that peace begins when ego stops leading every thought. Yeah. Now, lesson number 5 is purpose is not found, it is built. Oh, let's think about it. Most people wait to find purpose, but monks, they build it through service, through values, through discipline. For example, if we do meaningful work, even when no one is watching or applauding, that is like that is extraordinary. Like, that is a kind of purpose. And let me tell you honestly that I love doing such meaningful works when no one is watching, and I don't want it to be known by others also. I do meaningful work, like people say, do good and forget. I do that. um, Hopefully I'm following what this book is saying. So purpose grows when actions align with values. Yeah. Lesson number 6 is you can't control others, but you can control your response. Yeah. This alone can save a lot of relationships. Someone speaks rudely, cuts you off, disappoints you, and this happens a lot in our day-to-day lives. We can't control them, that happens, but we can choose calm over chaos. Yeah, I live in a hostel, and many a times the staff here are so rude, like so unpleasant. They speak in such a bad tone that this hurts me, and some part of my heart like feels someone has scratched it so bad that it's bleeding, like it hurts like that. But I choose to forget that, and the next day when I appear in front of them, I like present myself in a way like nothing has happened. That's a new day. And it doesn't mean that they start behaving in a good way. They are they're always the way they are. But yeah, when I choose not to let it affect me and forget, because they're not my family or anyone, so I interact with them the least, as less as possible, and that helps me. So Monks also master responses, not reactions. They don't react, they just give their response and walk away. Lesson number 7 is loneliness and solitude are not the same. Yeah, we fear being alone. I also fear being alone. But monks seek solitude. Feeling lonely even in a crowd because you're disconnected from yourself. Like how lonely it is. We're living in a crowd and we still feel lonely, but this book teaches us that solitude helps us reconnect while loneliness is connection from mean is sorry loneliness is being disconnected from meaning. So, whenever we are alone, I also need to practice this in my life. Maybe whenever I'm alone, I don't see it as being lonely, but I try to take it as solitude, and I seek or I start looking inside myself, and kind of meditate. Yeah, and that loneliness will probably convert into solitude. Lesson number 8 is discipline creates freedom. Yeah, we kind of think that staying in discipline is some kind of being jailed or chained, but discipline is what creates freedom. Yeah, discipline sounds restrictive, but monks see it as freedom. Waking up early, limiting distractions, eating mindfully. Yeah, what if we don't think of these things as restrictions or requirements of being a good person? Like, what if waking up early was a part of our routine and we're happy about it? What if limiting distractions is a part of our life? We choose it. What if we eat mindfully? Like, even if I don't do the previous two things, waking up early or limiting distractions can be hard for me, eating mindfully is one of the things I stick to. Not because I want to restrict myself or I want to keep myself in discipline, but automatically, whenever people see me eating, they many people have commented that whenever you eat so peacefully and so mindfully, and you are so much into it that we feel how delicious the food is, even when you know about the food in the hostel, how bad it is. But because that's food and I respect it and I love eating, I eat it with so much joy that I get commented positively on that. So, discipline reduces decision fatigue, and less chaos means more peace. Then, lesson number 9 is success cannot heal you, but service can. Helping others grounds us. Moments when helping someone else made your own problems feel lighter. Have you experienced that? Have you experienced those kind of moments? Yeah, like I said earlier, that I like whenever there is a situation that when I can help someone out by doing a small act of service, I do that, and I forget it. I have done it ever, like. And whenever those kind of moments happen, like I feel like I don't have much problems. I see I am being useful, I'm being kind to somebody, I'm being of service to someone, and that makes me feel so much free and light. Yeah, and monks serve not to feel superior, okay, and that is the biggest thing. That is the big thing. Monks serve not to feel superior but to feel connected. I don't know how much do I actually apply this thing. I definitely do not serve to feel superior, but I don't know if I serve to feel connected as well. I think there is something in between. I definitely don't serve someone, serve people to feel superior, but it helps me it helps me feel better about myself. Yeah. So service gives meaning where achievement cannot. Yeah. Even if I was the topper of my class, the fact of helping someone, what does it say, anonymously, gives bigger satisfaction than that. Yes, it's true. And lesson number 10 is inner peace is a daily practice, not a destination. Wow. Yeah, this resonates so much. Inner peace is a daily practice and is not a destination, because when do you think you'll get the inner peace? When you have grandchildren and you see them playing in the backyard? No, it needs to be built something on a daily basis. Yeah, peace is not something you reach and keep forever. It's something you return to daily. For example, some days we feel centered, some days we don't, and that's okay. This book teaches compassion toward ourselves. Progress, not perfection. So, a gentle reflection. Think like a monk doesn't tell us to quit life, it teaches us how to live it wisely with less noise, less comparison, and less fear, and more intention, more calm, and more meaning. Yeah, this is about the 10 powerful lessons from Think Like a Monk. If this video resonated with you, please do like it, share it with someone who feels overwhelmed, and subscribe for more deep human book explanations. Tell me in the comments which lesson felt like it was written just for you. Until next time, slow down. Your soul can keep up. Bye bye.